Hello, my name is Brother Sean, and for those who don't know about me, I'm a member of the Teo community of Interfaith Franciscans. We're an online community of men and women of different faiths who live the life of simplicity, following in the footsteps of their teachers. In my case, as a Catholic Christian monk, Franciscan monk, I follow in the teachings of Jesus, the barefoot Galilean, underpinned by the example of Francis of Assisi. I'm a little breathless because I've just been out for a walk along the old redundant railway line. It's a cathedral of trees. You're walking through a corridor of the most amazing trees, perched on rock that's a millennia years old. And as I'm walking along with dear Clemmy, Winston and Poppy, there was not a soul in sight, and I was just quietly reflecting in my heart, inviting Mother Mary to pray for our community and thanking her for looking after us. And then it came to me that we have two hearts beating as one. Two heartbeats at any given moment. And those two heartbeats are worth sharing with you about, because one of the heartbeats is the I Am Presence, the divine within us, and the other is our own heartbeat. And when the two come together, there's an explosion of mystical love. But this only happens when you make time to listen, to be still, and to allow the divine speak to your heart. Let us be still now. And I want to read to you again from this beautiful little book, Sacred Inspirations, which is available on our website as an e-book. And it's a compilation of all the beautiful words, poems, reflections, channeled messages, both from my students that I've trained over the years, and the messages of hope that God gave to my heart in those black times, dark days. Yes, though it was published in 2005, it goes right back over 40 years. And here I'm guided to share with you about the angels of God. Angels of God are close beside you, waiting in love. They are there to guide you. When you ask them to help you, they will shower you with love, because they already know you. Seek first their path to true peace and joy, and know that they will sustain you, the child of God you truly are. Believe in your heart that when you summon them, they will come to bless your life forevermore. Angels of God are here to stay, so rest assured that they are with you now all the way. And this I dedicated to Ellen Ann, who died in 2002, a dear old lady, and a beautiful Welsh lady who lived on her own up in the mountains with no hot water, no heat, and she had a beautiful dog, a sheepdog that she rescued, called Beauty. But her cottage wasn't designer label, no. It was like walking into Dante's Inferno because of her disability. It was just cluttered. But there was something childlike about this beautiful old lady. And I came to know her through nursing her at our local hospital in Llandudno. And we remained friends up until she died. Let us see what else I can read. I wait patiently for God to save me. I depend on God alone. God alone protects and saves me. God is my defender, and I shall never be defeated. My salvation and honor depend on God. God is my strong protector. God is my shelter. Trust in God at all times, my people. Tell God all your troubles, for God is our refuge. Men are all like a puff of breaths, great and small alike are worthless. Put them on the scales and they weigh nothing. They are lighter than a mere breath. Don't put your trust in violence. Don't hope to gain anything by robbery. Even if your riches increase, don't depend on them. More than once have I heard God say that power belongs to God and that God's love is constant. You yourself, O God, reward everyone according to his deeds. And that was from Psalm 62. Oh, glancing through this book is bringing tears to my eyes. And particularly this one, at a time when I became mentally ill through Prozac, when I was grieving the loss of my dear spiritual brother, who was a monk with me, and we were friends for 28 years, who died age 42 of cancer. I can't describe to you the words I felt then. I was lost. And worse still, the manic episodes and the suicidal ideation linked to the Prozac. Wow. All I can say is they were dark days, and I was so fearful of people. It took 4 years to learn to walk again, but that breakdown was my breakthrough. And I thank God for the good he has brought through that, because it cut so many cords to people that I discovered were fair weather, to colleagues that I thought were my true friends in the nursing profession, but sadly they couldn't cope with my illness. Do not be afraid was what I got. Do not be afraid, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine. When you walk through the waters, I'll be with you. You will never sink beneath the waves. When the fire is burning all around you, you will never be consumed by the flames. When the fear of loneliness is looming, then remember, I am at your side. When you dwell in the exile of the stranger, remember you are precious in my eyes. You are mine, O my child. I am your father, mother, and I love you with a perfect love. It's filling me up even now. That was 1996, the beginning of a new journey, a new spiritual pathway, where I was being reprogrammed to embrace simplicity, not clutter, because I lived most of my life in fear of God. Strange as a Catholic nursing monk that I should live in fear of God, but I did. But I guess that was the negative side of the belief, that we were told we were unworthy of God's love. And through the major breakdown and developing bipolar, something beautiful happened. And here I am today. And if you who are watching this are going through a difficult time, please honor your heart. Allow God into your life. to speak to you as he spoke to me. Do not be afraid. And it says here in Psalm 127, the Lord grants sleep to those he loves. And there's a beautiful rose from our garden here at the monastery. It says, the righteous cry out and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles as he did me. Oh. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened unto you. For everyone who asks receives. He who seeks finds. And to him who knocks the door will be opened. I have shared these words with you because they were words given to my heart. Yes, they were words given in love. At a time when I so needed support. And all I can say to you is remember who you are. Remember that you are a child of God. And though we may feel useless, utterly useless, we may touch just one. As I'm reading this, I was just guided to read it from Janet Quigley. A beautiful, beautiful therapist who was guided by Magdalena and the Christ for me to work with her and train her working with the Magdalena energy as a therapist of ascenic energy medicine. And this poem she sent me in 2004. Sean, you are a man of faith. Sean, your life is blessed with grace. A man so talented, pure and free, you showed us love and said, just be. Chapel Gap is an energy portal, that's where we live. You taught us we are more than mortal. We are spirit shining like the stars. We can travel anywhere, and we don't need cars. You are surrounded by love. Brother Rob, Winston and Miss Ellie, with all that love who needs the telly. The house is filled with peace and love. The garden is blessed by the angels above. We came to you as limping wrecks. You anointed our feet and hands and necks. You gave us love, and by and by, the lessons you gave taught us all how to fly. I look at myself and feel much richer. Thanks, Sean, for giving me the bigger picture. I am a child of God, filled with love and light. In the mirror now I am a beautiful sight. In the rise in the morning and of quiet time, I know this space is God's and mine. I feel at peace and go with the flow. Onwards and upwards, that's where I'll go. Thank you, Sean, for sharing your space. Thank you, Sean, for love, light and grace. At Chapel Gap an angel I did see. He goes around barefoot and tells you, just be. Oh, what a lovely way to end a video. And if I can help you, don't be afraid of me. I'm not a religious fruitcake. I'm cracked, yes, because you've got to be cracked to allow the light of God's love into you. I'm human. I fall down many times. But it's God's love that helps me get back up again and reminds me that without Him, I'm nothing. So do not be afraid. Let not your heart be troubled. All will be well. Thank you. Namaste.